Good morning. This is Mitch Tarr, president and founder of ZinMarketing.com. And today we're going to talk about calls to action and landing pages and just getting a little process in place that makes it easier for people to get to where you want them to get to in your emails. So generally speaking, when you send an email, it has a purpose. You want people to do something with it. You want them to go to the website to read something. You want them to go to a page to buy something. You want them to uh, go to a webinar page to sign up for the webinar. You generally have something specific in mind. The big problem or the big challenge I see is that quite often people will just send their visitors to the homepage of their website and let the visitors figure it out. So here's the challenge with that. If you're sending people to the homepage of your website, they can't figure it out. In spite of all of your best efforts, your website is going to be complicated to get from the home page to whatever specific page you have in mind. So make sure that when you have a call to action in your email, you send them to a landing page or a specific dedicated page, not the home page or not a general products page, but if it's something about, if you want people to sign up for a webinar, send them to the webinar sign up page directly. If you want them to buy a product, send them to that product's page directly. And quite often, if you use an image of a product in your email and you link to that image, when people click on it, honestly, they expect to see that image on the page that they land on. When you send them to a page that doesn't match up, they get a little bit disoriented, and the more disoriented they are, the harder it is for them to kind of follow through and do what you want them to do. So a landing page is really just a page that has a specific purpose. A great example is sign up for this webinar. When I click that on the email, I land on a page, and the top of the page is going to say sign up for this webinar. So the first tip in this process in landing pages is basically to use them. And most people don't. So this gives you an opportunity for an advantage over your competition. The second thing I want you to do is think of your landing pages as a continuous process of improvement. So first of all, there are best practices for how a landing page should look and how it should feel. Simple things like if it says sign up for the webinar in the call to action, there should be a big header on the landing page that says sign up for a webinar. And they should match up, so that people arrive on the page and they see what they expect to see. There should be copy on the page, enough copy to describe the benefits for them to sign up. You can use bullet points, make sure you use benefits, make it easy to read. Make sure the page only has one thing on it and doesn't give people an opportunity to do all kinds of different stuff. One thing and one thing only. Make sure the fill-in form is got the least amount of information that you require. The more that you ask for, the less conversions you will get. So those are simple examples of best practices that you can follow. Essentially what you do is set your landing page up with your best practices and then start testing it. Test different headlines, test different colors, different layouts. If you're giving away a free report, try it with a report cover. Try it without a report cover or an image of the report. Try different covers. You might find that different things appeal to your audience. Different colors, different sizes of pages. Put the fill-in form on the right-hand column, put it at the bottom of the page, put it in both places. And just monitor the results and continue to test, and you'll end up getting better and better results. Best example I've heard of recently was somebody was working with a client in their email campaigns. They were getting a 3% conversion on their landing page. They did some testing and they did some work, and they were able to get their conversions up over 20%. So that's a pretty significant improvement in terms of exact same amount of traffic. They're doing everything exactly the same, but all of a sudden getting 20 people out of 100 instead of 3 people out of 100 to sign up. So that's a huge difference, and why testing really, really makes a difference. And that's it. Do those two things. You'll find your email campaigns will be way more effective. You get way better results, and you'll be a hero at work. So the takeaway from today's sessions, make sure your call to action goes to a matching page. Make sure they match, and test that test your landing pages and make sure that they just get better and better. So that's it. And as always, if you want ZinMarketing.com to help you, just go to our website, ZinMarketing.com/help. And or if you want to learn to do it yourself, we've got free video training programs at nospamemailmarketing.com. See you next time.